Hi, this is Gary Kayye. We're here at day one of ISE 2015 here in Amsterdam, and I'm joined by Neil Gaydon. Neil, first of all, CEO and president of Smart Technologies, for those of you who don't know. Good morning and welcome.
Hi, nice to see you, Gary.
How's the overall, your impressions overall of ISE so far today?
Yeah, good. I mean, I've been pretty much locked in here. We've had hundreds of people coming through. So it's very exciting to see our channel partners and see our distributors, get their feedback and show them some of the cool things that we're doing.
Speaking of cool things, I mean, CAP was a huge hit at InfoComm. We gave it our overall best product of the show award. So I'm sure you're happy about that. Yeah. And it's getting bigger, and I mean literally getting bigger. You're going to now have you have a 42-inch, obviously, but you're now launching an 84-inch here at the show.
Yes, so twice the size. It's actually about 6 foot by 4 foot, and that's going to be coming into production by around the springtime. Works just the same way as CAP. You hang it on a wall, you plug it in, you connect your phone. You're done.
Right, so just bigger is better for those applications that you need bigger electronic, fancy, network-connected whiteboards.
Yeah, I think it's for those that have bigger brainstorming, bigger sessions, yeah.
Speaking of whiteboarding, the 84-inch smartboard, yes. You've had a 4K 84-inch smartboard, so now you have Microsoft catching up with you.
Well, so I think the Microsoft thing is interesting because it validates what we've been saying for a long time, which is the ability to have a powerful screen in certain rooms and in certain conditions, certain user cases is really good. So I'm excited they've done that. I think our approach is probably slightly different, and maybe just talk 50,000 feet for a minute about how we see life. So, interestingly, the chief executive of Microsoft said their future was about cloud and mobile. And that's what we're about, funnily enough. If you take something like CAP, it's a very thin client, in effect, but it marshals the cloud and mobile to get its power. And I think this is at the 50,000 foot where Smart believes the world is going. So if we take the view of the Internet of Everything, where no longer would you want a device that tries to do everything, because invariably they don't do everything perfectly. Right.
But you do want everything to, what you really want is not a device that does everything, but a device that can talk to everything else.
You want a device that can talk to everything else, and you want a device that does something spectacularly well. So if you take Smart CAP, I mean, this is really the first time Smart's built a platform. Its own platform, but the way it's not that it's a proprietary platform that then everybody has to try and port to. It's a clever platform because it leverages the power of the device and the cloud, so that when you buy a CAP device, for example, if you use mostly Apple or you mostly Google or mostly Microsoft, or in a lot of cases all of the above, CAP does all of those things. It's not limited or honed in one place. And so we think that flexibility is what consumers and customers want. So you're going to see a lot more of this from Smart. And so we're using the phrase actually naturally collaborate. Now, as we know, in schools, the more children collaborate, the better they learn. In work environment, the more people can collaborate together, the better the decisions, the better the camaraderie and all the rest of it. So from the range of products that we're now doing of walk up and use, that's really the mantra that Smart is marching to. And we have incredibly powerful products like an 84 with our Meeting Pro software, through to the CAP, which anybody looking at it knows how to use.
Right. I mean, it's familiar. Everybody grew up with something that looked either close to that or identical to that. What do you see as, you sort of hinted at some new products, new technology, and that's the direction you're going, is sticking with collaboration.
Yes.
Give us any hints what the next generation might look like?
Well, not now. I will do, if you give us another 6 months. But we'll show you some more ideas that we have based around that platform of CAP and that walk-up and simplicity. But for now, for example, we're launching a new 55-inch, which is 4K, walk up and use, can be part of a link room system, can be part of the smart meeting room we call VCS. Again, all built around collaboration. So there's some very cool stuff out now that we'll show you around the stand and what we're doing. But also the new 84-inch CAP is, again, for people who just need more space, more ability to collaborate, to come up with greater ideas for whatever they're doing.
And the 84-inch CAP will ship when?
So we're expecting that in spring, so it should be around the April time frame we expect to see that rolling off the line.
Okay, but you're still, even though you've got this new sort of, I mean, CAP is really a new product category, right? I mean, it's like the early days of Smart, where you guys invented the electronic whiteboard. Right. Similarly, this is a new product category for that. That's okay. We can keep going. It's natural at a trade show to have people walk in front of you, but you're still committed to the electronic. Interactive LCD flat panel experience as well.
Yes, so the whole thing of collaboration is which tool do you need? So whether you want something very simple, walk up and use that anybody in your company can have, we do that. If you need more power and you want to either be involved in the link community, or if you don't want to be involved in that and you want a tool that's powerful. So for example, if you're an architect and you've got a building going up in China and your offices are in New York or in Amsterdam and you want two-way collaboration, big data files, and you need to be able to figure out some complex things, Smart goes all the way to that extreme, and it's all of the DNA is around collaboration. How can we make that simple and easy, but at the same time it's a work tool fit for purpose?
Well, congratulations on CAP, especially, and the direction you guys are going. It's interesting. It'll be interesting to watch the market, because I do think one thing I will say about the Microsoft entry into the market, I think it's great for everybody because it brings an awareness to a market that doesn't have a lot of awareness to AV, the IT segment of the market. We've all been moving towards IT by making our stuff connectable. Yes. However, the IT industry hasn't really embraced us. They just look at us as a node off a network, and they haven't really, I don't think they fully understand and realize the value proposition that a lot of AV products bring. And I think a company like Microsoft getting into that segment of the market, both in collaboration and in interactive whiteboarding, for lack of a better term, will actually not only help the industry, but it'll help you specifically, even though it is competitive to some of the products you have.
Yeah, no, I think that's right, and it validates the strategy we laid out a couple of years ago, and with our own 84-inch Quad HD that we've had out now for 18 months, walk up and use, ink and write. It can be powered by Microsoft software or our own or a mixture. So no, I think that's all good. I think that just adds to the way in which it's going. Although I think our approach is going to be interesting as it unfolds over the next year in simplicity and ease, and this whole thing built around cloud and mobile is very exciting.
Right, and I do think simplicity is the key word there, because there are a lot of all-in-one products, and the problem is you can only use 10% of the functionality, so therefore it makes the product, even though it's all-in-one, almost impossible to interact with. So I think that simplifying, dumbing down, whatever term you want to use, is going to be the future for all of these network connectable products.
Yes, I agree. I think that it's, I don't know whether it's dumbing down. I think it's actually doing something that people want to use.
And single functionality. I mean, I think the neat thing about CAP is that all you're doing is using something that you know how to use, and then you're now having the ability to collaborate with it or use it later or send it anywhere you want it to go, and that's it.
Exactly. That's what it does. So you're going to see more interesting things like that coming from Smart, and as I say, we've got a lot of interesting stuff right now.
Well, for those of you who don't know, you got to just check out, if you don't know CAP, you can check out smartcap.com. That's a dedicated microsite you guys have for the CAP product line. And of course, you can check out smarttech.com to find all their products. And you can, of course, see everything that they launched here at ISE on our website, on our ISE microsite, which is at ravepubs.com/ISE2015. Thank you for joining us. I know you're really busy. I appreciate you taking the time. Keep watching, and to check out all the new Smart products, all you got to do is go up in the video search window and type the word SMART. Thank you.